A city united in grief. Hundreds of people joined police forces and Belgian authorities to pay tribute to the 3 victims of a terrorist attack in Liège. 2 police women and a young man were killed by an imprisoned drug dealer who was let out for 2 days. The man was shot dead by police at a nearby school just shortly after his attacks. Hello and welcome to State of the Union. I'm Stefan Grobe in Brussels. The killer, Benjamin Herman, shouted Allahu Akbar, the Muslim affirmation of faith, during his attack, and he had been in contact with Islamist radicals in jail over the past years. Although Herman was flagged in security reports while he was in jail, the authorities considered him only a fringe figure. Yet his path to violence has heightened concerns that Europe's prisons are incubators for jihadism. Convicts have been behind several Islamist attacks in Europe, and Belgium has a tragic experience with people entering prisons as petty criminals and leaving as terrorists. And now for something completely different. The political situation in Italy this week, which looked a lot like Thomas Cole's famous painting, The Course of Empire Destruction. Talks between 2 opposite populist parties first led to an agreement, then to a constitutional conflict with Italy's President Sergio Mattarella and a lot of backroom skirmishes. Finally, Mattarella gave the green light to a government that puts the Eurozone's 3rd largest economy in the hands of officials hostile to the EU, the Euro, and illegal migrants. Needless to say, markets were spooked and many European assets were selling off aggressively. In Brussels, there is widespread fear that the turmoil in Italy has started to pose a threat to the currency bloc at large. EU Budget Commissioner Günther Oettinger took things too far, critics said, when he suggested that Italians should watch the markets and not vote for the populists. That did not go over well. Have a look.
The EU's in full damage control mode after remarks from Budget Commissioner Günther Oettinger sparked an outcry in Rome and Brussels. He's now apologised for saying the financial markets would teach Italians not to vote for populists. I fully respect the will of voters, being left, right or centre, in every country, he later stressed. Some in Italy's 5-star party have called for Oettinger's head to roll after his controversial words. And giving his assessment of it all to Euronews, the leader of the Greens in the Parliament didn't beat about the bush.
Well, that he should have shut up. You don't expect a commissioner to basically confirm by his expression the worst suspicions of the Eurosceptics. He's running the budget negotiation, which is a huge dossier, and so I think it would be disruptive for the European Union for him to resign. But this is really unfortunate. And well, let's recognize it. Günther Oettinger has already had such slippages in the past, and well, he should really have learned from that.
Away from Oettinger's gaffe, Italy's political turmoil continues to have Brussels reaching for the headache pills. With uncertainty, the crisis is forcing Europe to face some uncomfortable truths about its internal workings. So how can